At long last, we have broken the code. The innovative employees here at DuraCoat have set the new standard in bluing. Yes, we are now producing a product that revolutionizes the gun bluing industry. We call it DuraBlue. It looks like extremely high quality, high polish bluing, but it wears like DuraCoat. This video will take you through the step-by-step process of applying DuraBlue using a convenient 2-part aerosol can. We'll take you from disassembly to activating the aerosol can to applying the DuraBlue. DuraBlue is also available in a liquid form for those who want to apply it using their own spray equipment. DuraBlue is available in 3 colors depending on your needs. The colors are blue, black, and blue-black. In this video, we will be applying the blue-black color. As you can see, the first step is to disassemble the firearm. Ideally, this means removing every last part, pin, and screw, as was done in this case. Once disassembly is complete, we will move on to cleaning. The next step is to clean the surface of the parts to be coated. Surface preparation is the most important aspect of the DuraBlue process. We will be utilizing our TrueStrip Cleaner degreaser and a 3M Scotch-Brite pad to accomplish this. Soak all the surfaces with TrueStrip, causing the oil and grime to run off, and scrub with the 3M pad. The goal is to get the surface completely clean. Continue to soak the parts and 3M pad throughout the cleaning process. Make sure to get into all the nooks and crannies. Also make sure to remove any rust or corrosion that is present. A properly prepared surface is the key to success. Once the surfaces are clean, the next step is to plug and mask any areas that you do not want to coat. We offer masking tape, barrel plugs, and other supplies to assist with this. Once this is complete, it is time to activate our DuraBlue Aerosol can. DuraBlue is a 2-part coating, and can-within-a-can technology allows us to offer it in an aerosol. The aerosol is composed of a large outer can that has a smaller can inside of it. The small can contains our catalyst, and the outer can contains our DuraBlue coating. To activate the can, begin by shaking for 3 minutes. Shaking for less than the full 3 minutes could cause the coating to clump and spray unevenly. Then, remove the red button from the cap. Place the red button on the plunger on the bottom of the can. Push down on the red button to release the catalyst. Next, shake the can for another 3 minutes to mix the catalyst with the DuraBlue. Once mixed, the can is usable for up to 48 hours, depending on environmental conditions. Now that we have activated our can, it is time to spray. Apply the DuraBlue in very thin, even passes. What you are seeing demonstrated here is the application of our first coat. The overall DuraBlue application process is as follows. Apply coats one at a time, allowing each coat to dry for 10 minutes in between until you have reached the point where roughly 75% of the surface is hidden. You should still be able to slightly see the surface of the parts through the DuraBlue. At that point, you are ready to apply the final coat. The final coat should be a full wet coat that is heavier than the previous coats in order to create a smooth and glossy appearance. This final coat should take the surface from being 75% hidden to being 100% hidden. Make sure that the final coat looks exactly how you want it to look dry, as it will finish drying with essentially the same look as it appeared when wet. This entire process should require anywhere from 3 to 10 coats total. Be aware that coats will not appear uniform or even at first, but will level out as each coat sets up. This does not apply to the final coat, however, due to it being a wet, heavy coat. We have now applied and completed our first coat, and will now set the parts aside to dry for 10 minutes before proceeding with the second coat. Now that 10 minutes have passed, it is time to apply the second coat. Again, apply the DuraBlue in very thin, even passes. Once your second coat is completed on all your parts, again, set the parts aside and allow at least 10 minutes to dry. After applying a couple more coats, we have now reached the point where the surface is 75% hidden. This means that we are now ready to spray the final coat. The final coat should be a full wet coat that is heavier than the previous coats in order to create a smooth and glossy appearance. This coat should make the surface 100% hidden. Once you've completed your final coat, hang your parts to dry overnight and only expose your parts to light use during the 3 to 4 week cure time. Once fully cured, DuraBlue will provide you with an abrasion, impact, and corrosion-resistant surface that, best of all, replicates the look of traditional bluing. It is also resistant to all gun cleaners and oils. It is truly a maintenance-free bluing. DuraBlue is the new standard in bluing, and once again, DuraCoat has set the bar.